if you're on a date, I actually have to
And
get
your knee was like
character,
this.
so you have to kiss me. I'm such a huge fan of a fucking little pocket thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then a big
that's
back
a fake
graphic.
pocket.
Well,
Kinda.
it's not a pocket, or I guess like the pocket graphic and then the big back graphic.
Yeah.
I have so many shirts. All my favorite shirts are like that. Oh, I'm wearing the sweatshirt that has that, and underneath, I'm wearing a shirt that has that.
Oh, I was going to ask if you're wearing
My alligator shirt. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my favorite shirt of Allie's.
Dude, it's my favorite shirt too. But here's the thing. I only wear it when I wear my hair up, because if I wear my hair down, you can't see the back that has a alligator with a fucking boat in its mouth.
That's the best shirt.
Dude, it's one of my favorite shirts. And I'm like, oh, this, because I'm always like, I was actually thinking this today. I need to get new t-shirts.
I need more animal shirts.
Yeah.
We were talking about that yesterday because I was wearing my horse shirt.
Yeah.
And later on, we were at a show and I was like, yeah, it was either the horse shirt or my snake shirt.
Yeah. And I was like, you have a lot of animal shirts, including the dog shirt.
Dog, butterfly.
The racist puppy dog shirt.
Dogs. Yeah.
And then yesterday, it was so funny. Yeah, we were talking about your like animal shirts. And then I was like, oh, you have that butterfly shirt? And you're like, yeah, it doesn't feel like me. I got rid of it. I think it's stupid. It makes me feel like I'm 5. But this one makes me feel like I'm like 12.
I forgot about that.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
This one makes me feel like I'm 12. And that feels right.
Welcome to Worthless Clowns.
Yeah.
Podcast about how stupid we all are. I'm Brittany Cardwell. Britona's Cardwell on Instagram. The pod's Instagram is Worthless Clowns.
And I'm Allie O'Neill. You can follow me on Instagram at Allie O'Neill. It's Allie O'Neill. And you can look at our YouTube. And we'd love it if you rated and subscribed to the podcast or engaged with it, liked our clips, commented on the YouTube.
Tell your friends. If you like
friends.
it, just tell 1 or 2 friends if you have them.
Yeah. We are not your only friends.
Yeah, don't reach out to us and tell us about our pod.
There's got to be people you know in real life.
Yeah.
And also, if you have a stupid story that you want to be told on the pod, you can either DM it to us on Instagram or you can email us at worthlessclownspod@gmail.com.
Send us an audio recording and we'll play it on the pod.
We would love to play
That'd
an
be so
audio
fun to hear your
recording on the
voices.
pod. Yeah. And then we'll like, is that big Jenga?
What? Oh, yeah. No, it's just big pieces of wood.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's just 2x4s. You know 2x4s, right?
I'm familiar.
We all know 2x4s.
I'm an HVAC technician's daughter. Of course I know 2x4s.
Knowing 2x4s is how me and my dad interact.
Yeah,
I know 2x4s, washers.
Yeah.
And carburetors.
Yeah. Dude, I was today I was like sitting in my living room with Dave, and the clouds were like really big and like puffy, and like they were like moving. They looked really beautiful.
Oh, you're into clouds now, huh? You see?
No.
Clouds have a lot to them.
Hey, don't say I'm into clouds, all right? Don't you dare fucking say I'm into clouds. But they looked really beautiful. And I was like, if I was my dad, I would get up and be like, oh yeah, see how they're big and puffy on the top? They're really tall.
Yeah.
It's because there's low air pressure up there.
Oh my God, my dad
high
too.
Air pressure down there. And then, it's fucking moving. And because my dad is obsessed with the weather. My dad's autistic about the weather and how weather works. He has like a weather station on the top of his house.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God. I don't know if I knew this.
And it looks like a thermostat, but it tells you like it's like a barometer and and like a thermometer and shit like that. And it tells you like what like the air pressure is and which way the wind is moving. And then it like talks to other like weather stations and shit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So does he do his own analysis every day and then he puts the news on and checks if they're accurate?
Yeah, probably. And he's probably like, I hate this fucking guy. He knows nothing about air pressure. This fucking
Wrong
dick.
again. He's like scoring every weatherman on TV.
God.
Oh, something else that happened last night. We were talking to some comics and they were talking about how like for New Year's Day, they were like doing vision boards and like manifesting and tarot readings. And nobody heard me say this, but I was like, Allie's vision board is just a motorcycle. And I laughed at myself and no one else heard.
And I didn't hear it. And then you told me like 10 minutes later, you were like, Nobody heard this before, but earlier I made a joke and I said that your vision board is a motorcycle. Also, if I had heard it, I would have laughed. I think if those two other comics heard it, they would not have made sense to them.
Like, I guess Brittany's just trying to get into this conversation.
Yeah.
Which I was.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I was trying to get in by introducing something obscure only between us.
I know, yeah. Telling an inside joke to everybody in the room.
Yeah.
Which is what this podcast is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, horse motorcycle.
Yeah.
And then but when you explain it, people get it.
Yeah. And it
makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What else is going on with you?
Fucking nothing, dude. I did nothing
we hung out
today.
yesterday.
We hung out yesterday. We went to Lucky 13.
Mm-hmm. Well, our favorite bar we haven't been at in like 6 months.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was great. Those people kept bumping into you. And
God.
I wanted to yell at them so bad.
I was so pissed.
Yeah.
So we got to the bar and we just stood in a section with like a little table next to us, like on the wall. And these people came up. Well, they were behind us already, but there was plenty of room between us.
Yeah.
And they kept expanding.
Yeah.
And then there was a guy's back touching my back for like 10 minutes.
Also, if you are touching somebody like if your back is to a stranger's back and you don't notice, what is wrong with you?
Know.
I hate touching strangers.
I kept feeling the top of his shoulders on my shoulders.
Yeah. It's like when you're sitting on a train and you're really squished in and your knee is touching the other person's knee.
Oh, yeah.
It like feels really weird.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or you're on a plane and like if you're in the middle seat, I believe you deserve both armrests.
Yeah,
that's
true.
all you get.
That's all you get.
But everyone tries to take them. And then like sometimes I'll just be on one or whatever.
Yeah.
I try and take the left one if I can or wherever one where I'm next to the person with the aisle seat because they have so much more movement.
Yes.
But then if they put their arm there, then we're in this like little fight. Where I am keeping my arm there and waiting for them to be uncomfortable. But then I'm like, it's so weird. I'm here with my arm on your arm.
I know. It's really intimate.
And you did it. And you don't seem to think it's weird.
Yeah. It's like, I've heard this like trick. If you're like on a date or somebody or something and you're trying to figure out if somebody likes you, if you like have like extended, like if we were on a date, right?
Yeah.
If you're on a date, I actually have to get
your knee was like
character,
this.
so you have to kiss me. Actually, can we make out? Can we scissor so
like
I can get in
this.
character?
Like if I left my foot here
and neither of us
and
moved,
we didn't move,
it would be like, ooh, inviting. Then if that happens, then
that's pretty clear.
Then you can like try to kiss them, and it won't be it. Like I think like 9 times out of 10 it'll work because if people are like trying to have are okay with having like extended physical contact with you.
Yeah.
Autistic listeners, are you listening? Are you listening, guys? Because if somebody's like okay to touch you for that long, then you can probably make like a little bit more of a move.
Yeah, totally.
Not like a big move. Like
maybe
what's
that's what that guy was trying to do all night. And I was just trying to stand up to him by not moving anymore because I'd already moved a bunch. And he's probably like, she's comfortable with me coming over there and kissing her. And then I left.
I saw him behind you being like at the back of your head.
He only knows the one rule about the touch. He doesn't understand anything else.
Yeah.
So he can't
and he's
apply
like,
the
now
rest.
we can make out.
Yeah. But no, I think he just had no awareness of it, which is crazy. I'm very aware of people touching my body.
Dude, me too, especially in public and shit. And I feel like it's gotten even like more. I've gotten even more aware since COVID and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I guess when I'm with a group of friends, I'm less aware because I don't care. Like, groups of friends bumping into me, it's like I'm not going to think much about it.
I also think because you're not drinking for January, I think that if you had been a few drinks in, it wouldn't have been as bothersome.
I probably wouldn't notice it that much.
But
I notice everything this month.
Yeah.
Everything's going in my head.
This month only.
Dry Jan.
Yeah.
It's been good. I've been having so much sugar though. I was telling you that last night. Every time I like take a couple nights off and I don't drink and I stay home and shit, I need a treat. Yeah.
I like always eat an entire bag of chips or something.
Oh yeah.
Because also like on days that I drink, I have like 4 or 5 beers.
Yeah.
And so I feel full.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel full and it's tons of sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I got mad on the way here because I stopped to get the seltzers and I also needed a coffee really badly.
Yeah.
And I was also in a rush. So I was like, I'm going to be irritated if things don't go well. You guys get it. and then I went and got some coffee. First thing was empty. I went to the second one. it was filling up really slow and the coffee was super dark, you know?
Oh,
Like
it
it's
was
just
like the
been
very
burning
end.
for hours.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. And I smelt it and it smelled awful, like burnt coffee. And I had only filled up like this much. And then I brought it up to the guy and I was like, sorry, that one's out. And this is basically burnt coffee.
Yeah.
And then he got like pissed at me because I used a cup.
Oh.
And then I got the seltzers and left.
Yeah.
And then I found your beer.
Yeah.
This is a stupid story. It's
No,
boring.
I love it. Oh,
Yeah,
tell
I love
more.
the story.
Oh, tell me more about how you got my
And
beer.
I grabbed all they had in the other place were cold sugar coffees. So I got a Frappuccino.
Yeah.
And I downed it in like 3 minutes.
Hell yeah, dude. Chug.
And after I drank it, I was like, that is what I needed.
Yeah.
Because I needed the sugar.
Yeah. Also, if it was hot coffee, I'm sure you wouldn't have
I wouldn't
drank it
down
as
it.
fast.
Yeah, true.
And now you're all
Now I'm here,
spry.
ready to go.
Also, I like this nail color.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
a darker version of what I have, kind of. But yours is a little
Oh.
more orangey.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming off tomorrow. Sorry, Allie.
No, it's okay. Look at my fucking nails right now. They're
Yeah.
such a mess.
Yeah, mine are a mess.
It's because
too.
I haven't had Adderall for 3 weeks. That's why I've in the last 3 weeks I've washed my hair twice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I just have been at Adderall and I haven't been able to fucking do anything. Dude, last night I was yelling. Who was I yelling at? Oh, it was you and Abe.
Yeah.
Where
I was going to
like,
say it was me and Abe
yeah.
on the train.
On the train immediately after the pod, I was yelling and I was like, you guys made up this fucking problem for me. If I was hunting and gathering, I wouldn't need Adderall, but instead I have to fucking look at a computer all day.
Because if you're hunting and gathering, you're really locked in and engaged.
Yeah, and I'm
right?
like moving around, but since
Yeah.
we created
and
a
you
society.
because it's personally relevant because you got to eat.
Yeah,
That's how I am too.
exactly. And I'm like, now I have to fucking have Adderall so I can wash
Yeah.
my hair and
so
do
I can
my
pretend
nails.
to read all day.
Ugh. So I can push pixels around for Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran needs a bunch of banner ads.
Ed Sheeran's about his audience size.
Yeah.
You get that big, you still have to advertise.
Yeah. We should get that guy on the pod.
Yeah.
He looks like a lizard.
He does. He does look like a lizard.
He looks like you know in the Goonies, the guy who lives underground.
I've still never seen this movie, and
You've
I know
never seen the
I know
Goonies?
everyone says this every time. They're like, "What?"
Hold on, let me look up. His name is like Forg or something. That's not true. It's not Forg.
I was just
Maxim,
talking
do you
about
remember-
Ed Sheeran.
Sloth. You were talking about Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, and how he's like,
This is the guy from the Goonies. That's what Ed Sheeran looks like.
yeah, that's what he looks like in a funhouse mirror.
Yeah. Or just regular. His eyes go in different directions.
Do they?
Dude, fucking Irish. Okay, I know that he's British, but he's definitely of Irish descent. It's such
Yeah.
a small island. Everybody's so deformed over there. Like, everybody in my family's shaped like a barrel. It's crazy. Anyway.
I was talking about Ed Sheeran to someone the other day, and I was saying how him, to me, he's like the most neutral looking person I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, I could not notice him at all in a crowd.
Yeah.
And the person I was talking to was like, I think he's known for being especially ugly.
What a
He
gentle
was
way
like,
to say that.
correction, he's ugly.
He's actually ugly.
And then it made me wonder, I was like, where is my bar set? If that's
Well-
neutral and everyone thinks he's ugly.
But here's the thing. I think most people are like a little bit ugly.
Yeah.
And he's like a little bit ugly.
Yeah.
And
so
so-
for a star,
So
he's
for
like,
yeah. So
yeah.
for a pop star,
mm,
he's like a dog.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You know Elliott Smith?
Yes.
I like listened to everything he did the other day. I spent like an entire day listening to all of it. I knew of him before, but only a little bit. And then I had a day of being obsessed with him, and I watched a documentary about him.
Whoa.
And now I'm like, okay, I'll listen to him every so often.
Yeah.
But they were comparing him to Ed Sheeran. I think for
Really?
the same reason. Because he's like, he has this like beautiful angelic voice.
And he's not like traditionally attractive.
No.
Yeah. No, totally.
Yeah.
It's like that meme of like where it's like any two white guys could come up to me and tell me that they're the chain smokers and I would believe them.
Hey, do you want to open your present?
Yeah, I was literally just
brought
thinking that.
Allie's Christmas present on the pod.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it on the pod. And then
It's
also
well past Christmas right now.
yeah, Brittany's Christmas present is in the mail.
And this is well, you'll see. You'll see.
Is it a board game?
Maybe it's also for the viewers.
Oh, is it?
Kind of.
Is it duct tape to tape my fucking mouth shut so they can listen to you more? I love this wrapping. I just need to point this out. It's just around it once is the ribbon. It's usually like
That's
both
right.
sides.
Yeah.
But you did curl this and add extra flair to it, which is really nice.
Add a different color.
Yeah, there's one.
There's one blue.
Hold on. So she took a purple ribbon and tied it in a knot and then like twirled the ends so they're all, and then there's one
Why? I don't know why I did that.
blue one. Like it's the thought that counts. And you could have like tied it in the middle so there'd be two blue sides.
I think I ran out of blue or something. I can't remember. But I was like, I want more color in there.
Yeah.
Here she goes.
Here I go.
Oh,
I'm
going to
opening
get a
it.
picture of you opening this.
Okay.
Are you one of these people who protects the paper?
Oh, I used to get yelled. My grandpa was born during the Great Depression. And so he's like, we would be like sitting at Christmas. I'd be like a child. I'd be like an actual child being like wanting to rip presents open. And he's like, no, take the tape. Take the tape off. And then he would collect all of the, he just
had a stress hour.
Yeah. He would collect all of the
paper.
wrapping paper and then reuse it the next year.
Yeah. I'm surprised my mom didn't do that. She may have done that when we were kids.
Are you taking video or
Get
pictures?
in there. I want to get a video, but you got to speed up. Okay.
Oh, it's a box. Oh my God. Oh, it's a frame. It's a frame. It's something. Hold on. Oh, okay.
My dad wraps gifts and he over duct tapes them. He duct tapes them like 3 times reinforced on every. Oh, here it is. What is it?
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a framed picture of a lizard. It's also a beautiful lizard.
Wait, show it to me. I'm going to take a picture. Isn't that awesome?
Dude, it's so sick.
And I made myself one. So, because I probably am not going to get a lizard tattoo, but now we have matching lizard
prints
in our apartments.
It's a beautiful framed print of a lizard.
He
I love it.
Looks cool, like a lizard you'd want to know.
He's doing, you know, when like
Maxim laughed. I was like, how did Allie miss that?
Like a lizard you want to know. Dude, I'd
recognize that lizard in the crowd.
You're like, ooh, God, I want to know him so bad.
Look at its cool tail.
I know.
I meant to look up what kind it was.
He also looks like, you know, when like celebrities are on the red carpet and they're like, Anna Kendrick, over the shoulder.
Yes, he's doing that. Wait, did you show to the camera?
I did. He's doing this. He's like.
Yeah. And someone had to pull his tail around to be in the right position for that photo.
No, a PA came over and like fixed his tail. Yeah. Oh my God, I fucking love it. This is the perfect
Wait, can I see it again?
Yes, of course.
I just want to check out his face. Oh yeah, he looks regal.
Oh yeah. He looks fucking awesome. And in probably 2 weeks, your thing will come in, and then we can do it
again.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Oh.
And we'll release it in April.
See, friendship is real. Here.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know about others.
I throw this in the trash on the way out.
It's garbage.
No, I fucking love it. It's so perfect.
I thought you'd like it. It took me forever to find a good lizard picture.
No, and this is great because it's like, I have like prints and shit in my house.
Yeah.
I'm artsy fartsy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually artsy fartsy.
Uh-huh.
And like, I don't know. I really like this because it's like, I like the black and white and like the texture and shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, it looks like, I love his back legs.
Yeah, look at that.
God, he's so sick.
Someone's zooming in on that in the paparazzi. That foot, his foot's all curled up weird.
Yeah.
Like when you guys zoom in on our feet doing weird stuff.
Yeah. What do you mean, you guys?
I don't know,
it's
whoever
us,
it is.
Guys. It's you and me. I sent you a picture of my foot being weird last night. And you're like, you guys. It's fantastic. I fucking love it.
I'm glad you like it.
Here, I'm going to put him on the couch so the people who are watching on YouTube can look at him for the rest of the pod.
Should we involve him somehow? No, that's stupid.
Let's get him a mic.
Yeah. There's a mic right there.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
How do they even sound? They just sound like tongues flipping, right?
They're just like, yeah, and then they're like rustling in their enclosure. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I have to take a picture of. I can't wait to take. Maxim's gonna have to take a picture with all three of us, and then you'll have to tag the lizard.
Yeah. Maybe we should make an account for him or something.
Absolutely.
It's going to be big.
Yeah, he should be on every pod. If this was our studio and not like, I would hang this in the studio. But I want to be able to look at it every day.
Yeah.
And
same.
also, I don't know if my friend's basement studio would be like, yeah, put up your picture of a lizard.
Yeah. It's so bright too against this wall.
I know.
It would like stand out badly.
I know so much.
You got a stupid story?
I do have a stupid story. Okay. So my aunt Mookie, she's great.
We've heard about Mookie a lot.
I love Mookie. She's great. She has a heavy Boston accent. Well, it's Rhode Island technically. I don't know, whatever. But she has a heavy accent, and she has no teeth, and she's never had a real job in her entire life. She's always having trouble.
Why does she have no teeth again? Just like.
I think she just didn't take care of them.
Yeah.
She has like dentures. She has like those partial dentures things. And so whenever I like wouldn't want to brush my teeth as a kid, my mom would be like, oh, you want to be Mookie? Why don't you call her Mookie and ask her what it's like to have no teeth? And so I spent a lot of time at her house, which is also the house that my mom grew up in Warren, Rhode Island. And I would spend so much time there like over the summers and shit because like when I was like in high school, I was in like a like farming community. And so it's like,
oh yeah.
Like in Warren,
I thought you were about to say farming club. And I'm like, what?
No,
Allie,
no.
We don't know each other.
Yeah, I know. You're like, give me that back. But so like I couldn't like when I was like during the summers in high school, like before I could drive and shit, I wouldn't be able to like walk anywhere, you know? But it's like in Warren, it was like a city. So I could like walk around, go to the fucking bodega, like go to the park, whatever. And it was really nice. And I had cousins my age too, which was cool. And one time me and Mookie and I think like one of her neighbors were like sitting. I actually have a joke about this, but we were like sitting on the porch and like they were both like smoking Newports and they had this cat that was like 25 or something ridiculous. His name was Minu. He was like a fluffy orange cat. Aww. And we always called him the Crypt Keeper because he was so fucking old. And so we're like sitting on the porch.
He's older than Dave's cat.
Yeah, he was older than Dave's cat. And Dave's cat is really fucking old.
Yeah.
And she stinks.
Oh, yeah.
She smells bad.
Is it breath or just whole body?
Whole body. She like smells a little bit like piss and a little bit like cat food.
Yeah.
And so like she'll come over to snuggle me and she like sits on my chest and gets like here. And she's like a fluffy cat. So she has like these dangly like crunchy food things. And so it's just like they're like dangling on my mouth as she's snuggling with me. I love her. I love Dr. Funk.
My ex's cat used to like climb on he was so cuddly and sweet. His name was Gordon. He was like the sweetest
Gordon
cat.
is so funny.
Yeah, I loved him. But
is this good X or bad X?
Bad.
Yeah.
But his cat used to like get on top of my back when I'd lay down. And then I'd have a ponytail in and he'd see it and think it was like a toy. And he'd be swatting my ponytail and like really grabbing at it like it was an animal.
Yeah.
And it scared me a lot. So I'd be like laughing hysterically because it's like I could get clawed bad, but also this is like so cute.
You liked the danger.
I kind of liked it.
And that says a lot about the relationship.
Yes,
you're like, this is fun because it makes me feel scared. Anyway, so like Mookie and like her neighbor and whatever and me were like, she was like smoking butts on the porch and whatever. And she like Minu comes over and he's like, meow, meow. And then his fucking eye falls out of his head.
What?
His eyeball falls out of his head.
Did it roll out like?
It was like
a yo-yo?
Well, here's the thing. I think if your eye gets to the point where it's fallen out of your head,
it's disconnected.
It's also probably not like a really good eyeball that would roll away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It was like you know when you get a bag of grapes and you have one grape at the bottom that's really squishy and shitty? Yeah. It was like that.
Yeah.
So he's like
a bean bag.
Yeah. Like not full. Like not all the way full.
Could you tell it was like that when it was inside? Like
no.
Whoa.
And so his eyeball falls out of his head and we're like,
So
oh my God.
He had a good iris and pupil and the back was just trash.
Yeah. Exactly.
It was all deflated back there.
Yeah.
Man,
just
hard for me to understand with my hot dog eyes.
I know. They're probably so firm.
Yeah. They're probably too tight.
They're pushing on your brain, and that's why you're like this.
Yeah, they're like a sausage that's overstuffed.
Yeah. Brittany hot dog eyes Cardwell. And so the eyeball fell out onto the porch. And then we were all like, ugh.
And you saw it? You were watching it?
Yes, it literally happened in front of me.
You were watching his cute little face, and then his eye popped out.
Yeah, his face wasn't
cute. Oh my
cute.
God.
And then we're like, oh, what the fuck is that? And then my Aunt Mookie...
Did he freak out?
No. He was so old.
Yeah.
He was like a cat that was like should have been dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, should have been dead forever ago. And so then Mookie... just never took him to the vet, and then he lived for 2 more years and his eye hole closed up.
Oh man.
And like, so I have a joke about it where I'm like, we're the kind of white trash where our dog will get sick and we just won't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a poor person thing to do.
Yeah.
It's like your cat has like a huge mass the side of its head on its like shoulder, and you're like, well.
God. I told you about that tumor I saw on this dog one time, right?
No, you actually never told me that.
I never told you? Now's the right time.
Yeah, now's the time.
It was
finally.
And it was probably the same situation. Like,
or it's like, I think like sometimes dogs just get tumors as they get old. They get lumpy. And so they like know what they are. And
this one needed to be removed, even if it was not
benign.
Even if it were benign.
Yeah.
It's so disruptive to the dog's functioning. Okay. This is a tumor. God, this image was so horrible.
Wait, what kind of dog was it? Like, what's the size?
It was like maybe like a lab or something.
So it was lab
something
size.
Like that.
It was like a medium large dog.
Yeah. And it was black. And it was when I was with my good exes at his parents' place.
Yeah.
They lived in an area that was like very cheap, but you could get really good houses for very cheap because it used to be like a community for people who were insane.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'd forgotten about that.
You can buy this house for cheap because it's haunted.
Yeah.
And because if you remove the wallpaper, there's shit smears.
Yeah. 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 It was a weird place. I actually forgot all about that part.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But it was his parents' place.
It was his parents' place.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think a lot of people that lived in the area were poor.
Yeah.
And the dog, I just saw this dog running around like one of the neighbors' dogs.
Oh no.
And it had this huge mass coming down from its stomach, like its chest, kind of.
Oh.
And it was so big, and the shape was like a full water balloon that you're holding up. And it's got that part stretching down.
Wait,
at
so
the top.
like the connection to the dog, it's like small and then it gets huge at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's like teardrop shaped.
Yes.
Oh.
And it was bouncing around while it ran. And then I saw it jump over a fence. And the tumor got hit real bad. And it was like the craziest thing I'd ever seen. The tumor was just flying all over the place. It was so weird. It feels like a dream. It doesn't even make sense.
I know.
To
Yeah,
me.
that is like dream logic. It's like I saw a dog
like, that's
with a
how
water
a tumor
balloon.
is in your dream brain.
Was it like gelatinous in there?
I mean, he was far away, but it was.
But you could tell it was like bouncing around.
It was close enough
at
for
least.
me to be like, "That's water balloon like," and it was bouncing around. Yeah, it seemed gelatinous. It was awful. And like, what are they doing leaving that thing on him?
I know.
It seems like an easy removal too.
Also, if it was gelatinous in there, you could probably just pop it.
I think you just snip the top.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But then he has an open sore. I guess if you pop it, you have all that extra skin. Was it skin or fur?
It looked like it was more skin.
Ugh.
To me.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's very, very old memory, but.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I remember I saved.
Yeah, I've been meaning to tell you that for a while.
It was like probably like a year.
I thought I told you that before.
No, it was probably like a year ago. You texted me, I got to tell you about this tumor on this dog. And I screenshotted it. And it's like in my phone somewhere. It's like, Allie, I got to tell you about this tumor I saw on this dog.
Send me that for the pod.
Yeah, I know. I'll go find it.
Instagram.
But that was literally maybe a year ago.
Yeah. Man, I feel so much better finally telling you.
I know. Yeah. Now we're close
that's
again.
Off my chest. Man, that's crazy about the eye.
I know. Yeah. And then they just didn't. And then that cat lived for like 2 more years after that. Its eye fell out of its fucking head.
Oh, God.
And then here's the thing. We didn't pick up the eye. And then we went inside. And then my Uncle Mike came home. And he was like, what the hell is on the front porch? Like, he recognized it as an eye.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, no. And then we go outside, and it's gone.
Oh.
It's gone, Brittany.
Whoa.
Like, somebody ate it.
Ew.
There's like a little squirrel that
Was
came
it all
along.
bloody, or was it just...
No,
like
it was
a
like
glass
gray.
eye?
It was like
Oh.
gray and like pussy
Ew.
and brown and shit.
Ew.
Yeah, it wasn't looking good.
No.
And that cat, oh my God, Minu. Yeah, he was also disgusting. I remember like, and also it's so funny when you see like a very, very old, disgusting animal.
Yeah.
And you don't have the context of having a relationship with that animal. So you're like, this is
you can't
gross.
understand
And then my
why.
cousins were like, Minu, you're so cute. And like picking him up and kissing him on the head. And he's got a gaping eye wound.
Yeah. My PhD supervisor had this like very, very handicapped cat. That I watched all the time. Like I would cat sit her and the other cats. The other cats weren't handicapped. She was very just like she was really, really handicapped. Handicapped. She was so cute though, but you really had to know her to see how cute she was.
Yeah.
But yeah, her like front paws were all messed up. Like she like couldn't bend a lot of her front arms, I guess. They were like connected and then they were too short. So she kind of jumped around like a rabbit. Like it looked like she had more like a rabbit arms.
Yeah.
And it made her like her back was all slanted around when she
it's like her butt was up in the air all the time. She was face down, ass up all the time. Yeah.
She was. And so she couldn't like move around that well, but she like did well enough.
She was fine.
For her. Yeah. And her face was all distorted. It was like
did she look like Sloth from the Goonies?
a version of that. Yeah. The cat version of that.
The cat version of Sloth from the Goonies. That's the name of the app.
Her mouth was like to the side and like her nose was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Her eyes weren't quite in the right place.
They were like far apart.
A little far apart and like too low or something.
Yeah.
And her tail was tiny and curly, like a little pig.
Oh, like a little pig's tail. Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
But she was the sweetest cat and I did love her. Like once I like
she probably knew what she looked like and she had to work for it.
I was going to say she was also the most manipulative animal I've ever met.
What do you mean?
Because she had to be. Because she had to learn how to get people to help her, I think. She was like very smart.
What,
and,
did she like steal your credit cards? Like, what are you talking about?
No, she just knew how to get what she wanted.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's
she
so
was
funny
like
to call a cat manipulative. If you're getting manipulated by a cat, then
this
you're
cat
fucking
is
stupid.
Toxic. This cat keeps telling me she hasn't eaten.
Yeah, no, that's
she told me that,
cat.
so I believed her.
Yeah,
because I believe cats.
Yeah, and now I look like the asshole for feeding her twice.
Yeah. She was very, very stubborn too, but she was just so cute.
Yeah. Was she like cuddly and nice?
She was so cuddly,
Aww,
very sweet. She'd get up on your chest and just like purr real loud, and
yeah.
She'd stay there forever.
Yeah,
she'd sleep in the bed with me.
Oh,
she was like this sweet little baby.
Yeah, all fucked up, little fucked up baby.
But it became like you didn't even see how weird she looked anymore. Like you would when you remembered, but I would just be like, "Oh, that's Penny," you know?
Yeah. No, yeah, you get like blind. Like I don't realize how weird Betty's ears look.
Oh, I have a picture of Penny because I used to cat sit her all the time, and I'd be like doing my work. There's this one picture I remember. I probably have tons of pictures.
Dude, I cannot wait to see this cat.
There's one picture that's real funny because she would just pop up behind my laptop all the time.
Yeah.
So there's a picture.
And it would be like a jump scare.
She looks scary. Yeah, behind there.
You'd be like, oh God, sorry.
She just comes up and she's like looking at me with her
fucked up eyes. The cat version of Sloth from the Goonies is so funny. Oh God.
Maybe that's the title.
I know.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
That's what I said. I said it should be the title.
Oh.
But do you got another stupid story?
I got another story. Oh, and then we should get to the post.
Yeah, we're 40 minutes in.
Oh man.
Oh.
I think we started a little late.
Yeah. Sick. Okay, yeah.
I think this story is
Do
kind
you
of
have a
short anyway.
quick story?
Yeah. So you met my best friend from high school.
Mm-hmm.
One of them,
Sierra.
And we met in middle school, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when we became really close.
I'm listening. I'm just looking for the posts. So I don't waste time.
And you know, when you're friends at that age, you're always like we would get the same jeans and stuff. I guess we do that.
Yeah, but we don't do it on purpose though. That's the thing.
Me and her both had like Angels jeans. Do you remember these?
Yes.
You remember them?
They were all like blinged out on the butt.
They were so blinged. They'd be glittery. They were like super wide bell bottoms.
Yeah.
They were like too sexy, you know?
Yeah. They were like, they should be on Fergie.
Yes. Yeah.
Like Christina Aguilera should be wearing them. And then you're like 10 with braces and you're like, you want to have sex with me?
Yeah. They'd have like jewels on them and stuff. They'd have like butterflies like sewn into them.
Yeah.
They were like fun jeans to wear, and we both got them. This was 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd like be like, are you wearing your Angel jeans? Let's wear them on Friday. We wanted Friday to be like the day where we both felt cool.
Yeah.
Together.
Uh-huh.
So we'd wear Angel jeans and show up. We were doing that type of thing all the time.
Yeah.
We'd always end up having like similar stuff.
Yeah.
And being like, let's wear our stuff together.
It's like fun to do it as a...
Yeah.
And also, I think like if you're wearing the Angel jeans in like middle school or whatever, it feels kind of like a risk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're dressing up. And so you're like, if my friend dresses up, then it won't be weird.
Yeah. It's like going to a cocktail party. You know you're supposed to be dressed up there. So it's fine. And having a friend who's dressed up a little.
I know, but you're just wearing sparkly jeans.
Sparkly jeans.
Yeah.
Was the same. But we were doing that all the time.
Yeah.
And I remembered the other day that we also somehow both ended up with the same 3-pack of see-through snakeskin, really stringy underwear. That's for like adult women. And we had matching pairs, like friendship.
I've done this with people before as well.
Really?
Yeah, my friend Davina from fucking middle school, her dad had no arms. I'd be like, Ma, can you drive me to Davina's house? And she's like, or no. She would be like, I'd be like, yeah, let's hang out. But like, we live too far away to like take the train or whatever. So she'd be like, I can't come over because my dad can't drive because he has no arms.
And you're like, oh yeah, it happened every time.
Ma, can you drive me to Davina's house? And she's like, I already drove you to Davina's house. And I'm like, her dad has no arms. Anyway.
But yeah, so you had matching underwear with her?
Mm-hmm.
What were yours like?
They were pink zebra stripe.
Oh, that's similar.
Thongs. Yeah. And I remember my mom found them.
See-through thong, similar.
Yeah. My mom found them. She like took my laundry in and gave it to me. And then she's like, oh yeah. And this. And then she took my thong out of her pocket and threw it at me.
Oh my God.
And I was like, thanks, Mom. And then I shut the door.
How old were you?
I was probably like 11.
Yeah.
Like
I remember hiding mine in my underwear drawer.
It's like that Pen 15 episode where they get the thong.
Oh, I don't remember that one. I've seen all of it though.
It's like the first season. I think it's like episode 3 or something. But I just started watching it, and they get the thong and they feel real confident.
Yeah.
But like you're young enough that you're like, I want to feel sexy, but I don't quite know what that means.
Yeah.
But then like when adults see you, they're like, you shouldn't be wearing a thong. That's too sexy.
Yeah. Also, these like snakeskin panties didn't even really fit me that well, so they're like really sexy, like they're supposed to be, but then they're like baggy on me. Yeah. They're bunching up
because
under
you're
my
like
pants.
A literal child.
Tiny.
Yeah.
I remember I wanted to get a thong. I waited till I was 15. I didn't really know about them, but like it was homecoming was coming up and I was going.
Yeah.
And I was borrowing my friend Natalie's dress that she wore the previous year.
Yeah.
And it was like a tight fitting, like not super tight, but tight enough.
Yeah. And you didn't want undie lines.
And I didn't know, but she told me. I think I tried it on at her place and she was like, you should probably get a thong because your underwear is going to show.
Everybody's going to know that you're wearing underwear.
Yes. That's a problem.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah. I remember like leggings were huge when I was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, you have to wear a thong with it. People can't know you're wearing underwear.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So she told me I should get a thong, and I was like, oh. Also, she was like really popular, and she was a year older than me. And I was like, I want to be good and cool in high school. And it's a dance, and I have a crush on someone.
Yeah.
They can't know about my undies.
He can't know that I'm wearing underwear.
So then
Which
I was
is like our underwear at the time was like, it was an 8-pack of Hanes white underwear with like the little tiny lace, like the smallest amount of lace at the band.
Oh, right.
And then a tiny bow right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The bow.
Tiny
There's always a bow.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, I got to ask my mom if I can get a thong, which was like a huge mistake. I should have just figured out how to get one without her.
Or just put your underwear in your ass crack.
Well, that's what I ended up doing.
Really? A makeshift thong.
I'm pretty sure I did. I actually don't remember, but I'm like, I know I didn't get a thong.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I would have had
to do. Not wearing underwear is out of the question.
Yeah. So now instead of not seeing my underwear with my makeshift thong, it's just like a big chunk in the middle.
Yeah. It's like, why is your butt crack so baggy?
Yeah. But yeah, so I asked my mom about getting a thong, and then she made fun of me for like a year.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I was like so mad that I brought it up.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to be like, it's functional.
Yeah.
Like I get that this is too sexy, but it also, there's a reason
I was wearing
around.
A dress.
Yeah.
You want everybody to know that
she
I'm
wouldn't
wearing
let it
Hanes
go.
brand
She would bring it up
underwear.
in front of the rest of the family all the time.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
That sucks.
Hope you listen to this one, Mom.
Dude, my mom would always be like, Allie started wearing a bra.
Yeah.
And then everybody in my family would be like, why? Like, it doesn't make sense for me to be wearing a bra now.
I know, same. What am I doing? What am I spending my money on?
I know, yeah, so people don't see my nips. God.
That's my story.
I love that.
We had the same underwear. It's so weird. I texted her the other day. I was, remember how we had this matching snakeskin see-through underwear?
Yeah. Yeah, and it would always be like, you would always find that kind of underwear at like a Deb.
Yeah.
It was
Is
always
that like a TJ Maxx or something?
No, it was like a rainbow.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? Oh, that's where you got your underwear
that's
in
where I
Cleveland.
Got my shitty underwear this year.
Yeah, it was like really cheap polyester undies that you bought, and it would be like
those don't fit.
It would be like 3 for $15 or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
they had a lot of like the sexy undies.
And they would all be different, and then they would be like weird, and they would like smell like polyurethane or whatever. Yeah. Should we get into our posting?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. I'll read it. We're reading a post from an internet user. Okay. We love the format on this one.
Yeah.
That's why we picked it. Am I the asshole for asking the professor to grade my hospitalized teammate lower? Context. It's all caps. Context. I'm working on a university video project with my teammate Katie, in quotes. In the process, Katie did her part and got me the clips I need. And I did most of the scripts, the edits, video making things, effects, and I did Katie's part for sound effects and BGM. I don't know what BGM is. Maxim, do you know what BGM is? No. Okay, yeah. Maxim says he doesn't know. And then in quotes, or in parentheses, since she never gave me it even after me asking her more than 3 times, she was absolutely not sick then.
Okay. Issue.
Katie, originally responsible for portions of the subtitles and half of the presentation, informed me that she's sick in the hospital and can't contribute. Despite being sick myself, and then in parentheses, really high fever and dizziness.
Oh.
I had to handle these additional responsibilities during finals week. So I have to present the entire presentation and I had to make them myself. Katie did help put all the things in a template. Prettify it.
Yeah. Yeah, for how much they focus on the format, their writing is pretty bad.
It's really weird. I was initially willing to shoulder a heavier workload due to my absence during our class filming session because I had class at that time. But I was so sick and had to fill in so much of her job in 2 days that I lost the compassion and logic part of my brain and frustrated. I asked the professor to decide if we should receive different scores. I also gave the teacher, and then in bold type, Google Slides and Google Doc edit history.
Is that a link? That's not a link, right?
No, I think it's just.
I don't know why she bolded that.
The amount of like edit like formatting in this is so funny. Because I'm not sure if I'm making this too big of a deal. Giving her this work distribution sheet, I'd made sure not to miss anything Katie did. She still did some stuff, quite a lot actually. And then in italics, see history.
Wait, so she spent a lot of time showing the distribution of work by being like, look at these Google Docs where I made these edits and she did nothing.
Yeah, but also it sounds like to me so far that the writer of the post was out for filming of the project.
Oh.
And then Katie did all of that and then sent her all the clips and did all that shit and then she edited it.
Okay.
So maybe Katie feels justified in not being a part of it because she was like, well, you missed this whole beginning part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which would make sense. Outcome.
Oh, conclusion.
The professor decided to deduct 30% from Katie's video project score and 50% from her presentation score. Katie is pissed off, saying she's in the hospital and can't do anything. But on the good side, this stuff is finished, so I can't finally go to the hospital.
Can.
I'm sure it means can. Okay, bold. Am I the asshole? And then it says edit. And then why not ask for an extension in bold? I already asked the teacher if she would give us an extension or I should give her our work distribution chart. She said that I can give her either, so I asked for an extension and gave the professor our work distribution chart, letting her see if we are doing unequal tasks, and she can decide on whether Katie is getting a deduction or not. Trigger point, constant procrastination. In bold. The presentation was supposed to be done 2 weeks prior as I urged her to finish so that we have time to practice, but she never bothered to care. She was hospitalized 2 days before the presentation and then told me I should do the presentation all by myself. And she is not actually going to work on the captions. If I were not sick, I'll actually let her get the same score as I. Cause I'm used to my teammates not doing anything, and this is actually the first time I've ever pointed it out. Follow up in bold. I'm in the ER. She finally agrees to do it, considering to tell professor we sorted it out and get equal points. But I just contacted Katie a few minutes earlier, and after telling her I'm the ER, she is either going to get both of us a 0 or she gotta do it. She said that she can take over the captions part, so I'm considering to ask the professor to give us equal scores now. How are both people this sick?
Yeah. Right at finals week.
Also, how long did it take her to format this post?
Yeah.
Instead of just doing the thing.
Yeah, I bet this is the problem with working with her, is she's focused on the wrong thing.
Yeah. And it's like...
Oh, yeah, and this is during it.
Yes.
She could have been working on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
all the captioning. It's probably a very short film, whatever it is.
She's probably
like 5 minutes.
Probably like deciding not to do the captions on principle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess that wasn't that funny. I liked the context.
I like the formatting. Trigger point.
Constant procrastination.
She wrote it almost like scripty, I guess. Like if you were going to outline a short like event.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Oh, what was that? Did it just pick a bug out of the air?
No, it's like a little flying thing.
Oh, you mean lint?
Don't you fucking say that in here. I hate lint. Lint is the bane of my existence. It also has been better since I changed my sheets.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot you were getting lint everywhere.
Baby, lint is... It's so fucked up.
So sorry, I forgot that.
Yeah, no. Trigger point, lint.
I'm just trying to think, like, with this...
This lady's like so... This is like... reminds me of like... when people write posts and they're like thought about it way too much.
Yeah.
Like the guy who was like, I presented a bunch of arguments and they were
Number
very
one.
good. Yeah.
Remember the post we had where it was like about bird feeders?
Yeah.
And it was a list of bird feeders?
Yeah. And he's like, I have 2 suet blocks. Number 2, I have a bird feeder that's squirrel resistant. Number 3.
Yeah, peanut butter acorn.
Yeah. Number 4, hummingbird feeder with bright red dyed sugar water. Am I stealing my neighbor's birds?
I one time, I had a group project. It was in a film class. I think it was my freshman year.
Uh-huh.
And it was me, this other girl who didn't really know anyone. And then it was like this group of 4 friends.
Yeah.
In the class that were like, I think all dudes, maybe one girl.
Mm-hmm.
And we kept trying to like meet up with them to like work on the project or like plan like how we're going to do this. And they wouldn't interact with us, me and the girl who didn't know them.
Weird.
So like we were like freaking out because we're like, what's going on with the project? We can't like get a hold of them.
Yeah.
They won't meet with us. We have no idea what's happening. And then I think at some point they just kept being like, oh, we got it. Like they just like excluded us from the whole thing.
Whoa.
And then it was like the day where everyone's projects were being shown.
Yeah.
And I think they put our name on it, but like we weren't involved at all. And it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It was just like them playing what's it called? What's it called when you throw the ping pong ball?
Beer pong?
Beer pong. It was them playing beer pong at a party. That was the whole project, and our names were on it.
Did you get a good grade?
I don't remember, but I remember just being like, this is so embarrassing.
Ugh. Dude, I remember.
And I wish I could have like done a project.
Yeah.
It would have been fun.
If it was a film class, that would have been fun.
Yeah.
My first engineering class ever when I was in community college, so that kind of paints a picture of my group members. There was like desks in 4 groups, and it was our very first day.
Yeah.
So people like sat randomly, but you could tell that it was probably like 3 or 4 groups of 4.
Yeah.
And so all the people who sat, basically I came in and I sat at my own desk group because I was like awkward then.
Yeah.
And everybody else, like you could tell all the other groups knew each other. And then these were the leftovers was the group that I was in.
Yeah.
And they were like, everybody that you're sitting with right now is going to be in your group for the project that's going to last the entire semester.
Oh.
And this was my group. There was a lady who seemed normal.
Mm-hmm.
There was another lady, her name was Maria, barely spoke English. Mm-hmm. 4th guy was really annoying, and in the middle of the class on the first day, he was vaping one of those huge cartridges and blowing the smoke. And then the teacher was like, hey, you can't smoke in here.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's vapor. It's water vapor. And then she's like, yeah, you still can't do that in here. But he's like, no, but you don't understand. It's not smoke, it's vapor. And so then the normal lady, second day of class, is like, I'm in the hospital sick and I won't be taking the class.
Oh, no.
And so I ended up doing it was an engineering class.
Yeah.
Doing a fucking project with like an Arduino board or whatever with like the vape guy and the lady who didn't speak English. And I did everything and I failed.
Yeah. Man.
It was so awful, dude.
Yeah. Similar thing happened with I was in some like exercise class in college. It was like physical health or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was in a group and nobody did anything and I did it all. But it didn't go well because I kept thinking they were going to do stuff and they didn't. So then I did it last minute, I guess. If I remember right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why I'm not an engineer now. And it's because I couldn't make that umbrella.
There's a reason why we do stand-up comedy where it's
alone.
There's no group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do improv
because I don't
anymore.
trust anyone. I only trust Allie. And that's what the lizard picture.
The lizard is a picture of trust.